Hello everyone, my name is Sark and welcome back to another Marvel Legends action figure review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the second definitive Doctor Doom. Behind the Mezco one, at least, from what I've heard, and that is the Fantastic Four Retro Card Doctor Doom, which is also considered by a lot of people the one and only Doctor Doom to have, and he is finally got a reissue in a lot of different retailers. I'm pretty sure that he also sold out for a lot of those retailers, but he should be widely available right now. Again, I would put on the screen if he is or not, of course, just by doing a little bit of research, but he was around $27 or $30 too. So, around that range, which is not terrible. He does come with a lot of stuff, or some decent stuff from the looks of it. So, without further ado, let's take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Doctor Doom himself, and I'm not gonna lie, he does look really good. Although, there are a couple of issues that I do think some people might have, or might encounter with him, of course. So, there's only one fully, cloth piece with this figure. And that is the little portion here at the top, or between his neck, or the head and the actual chest. That is literally it. I did not know that this was a whole plastic and soft plastic. Same with the outfit itself. So I didn't know that. So that was definitely on me for not doing any research beforehand. But he still looks really good. Again, this is a very sought after Doctor Doom. Not necessarily the one from the other Fantastic Four run, which was another really good one. But if you want kind of like a comic book looking one, this one is the one to get. Of course, the details on his face are phenomenal. Just looking at it, they look really nice. So, again, with the lighting, should be better. My only issue is that you can't really see the skin tone inside of it. And there is no skin tone, actually. It's just fully painted gray, or not even silver. It's not even a silver color. It's like just gray plastic. It's like there's no paint whatsoever on this, which is a little bit interesting. The eyes are the only thing that are painted, which again is fine. Single plastic color, there's no shading on the actual cape, and no shading on the outfit either. There is paint for the buckle, and a couple of the buttons, and of course the medallions over here to kind of connect the cape, but they are still sculpted in green plastic, and they're not really painted very well. So I am a little disappointed with the appearance of this Doctor Doom. No wonder a lot of people love the Mezco one, because the Mezco one is fully clothed, but at the same time, it is like 3 times, 4 times the price of this figure. So it's like trying to compare tomatoes and oranges, or apples and oranges. I forgot what it was. So you're trying to compare apples and oranges with that right there. But this one is not a good, it's not a bad figure by far either. So, for example, with the head, you can actually look down, even though he has a lot of stuff kind of like blocking it. And even looking up, it actually is not that bad. Well, actually, just a little bit. You can look up a tiny bit. Of course, you can swivel side to side. And then pivoting is not really there, but you could theoretically pivot with the neck if you wanted to, because the neck is actually a separate joint, where you actually have the hinge joint here for the actual face, and then there's another hinge joint for the neck underneath, which is really nice. Another thing that I actually don't like about this figure is that the cape just doesn't stay on properly. Like, there's a very soft plastic peg, and it doesn't insert itself pretty well. For the arms, you can get them to about a T-pose, a little bit better than a T-pose actually, so you just got to push it a bit if you are struggling. So again, pretty good in terms of the range of motion, rotating 360 degrees, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that actually looks clean and very nicely done. Of course, this is a pegged figure, so if you don't like visible pegs, don't get this guy. Same for the legs as well. So torso, not too bad actually. It's pretty bad, but like for something like this, it's not terrible. Could definitely warrant more articulation, of course, but it's fine. Going forward, going backwards, not too much either. Almost non-existent. For the legs, he can split the legs. Of course, there's going to be a little bit more difficulty here and there, but he can get pretty decent splits. Kicking forward, especially with the outfit, he does get really good range of articulation, which is actually insane for a figure like this. He is packing straight heat right here with the Dr. Doom insignia. Double jointed knee, which again doesn't look bad because it has the knee protector. And of course, thigh swivel. Now, don't look too much inside of the actual figure, because the one issue with this figure is that the plastic that they use, I don't know why they keep using it, is just cheap garbage plastic. And you can see here, by just moving it up, I already scratched the plastic, which is not a good thing. Again, not the biggest deal because it's going to be covered, but at the same time, this is super cheap, very scratchable plastic that honestly, I don't know why they keep using it. Although I will say, it does feel like this type of plastic does last a little bit longer than, let's say, import figures and all that sort of stuff. Again, this peg just does not want to go in, so I'm not even going to bother. So, yeah, a couple of issues here and there. For the feet, they were very stuck, at least for me, but going forward this far is not too bad. Going backwards that far is not bad either, and pivoting side to side is a little bit hard because of the actual shin or leg armor. So, not bad in terms of articulation. If you can get by scratching the figure here and there and just denting the plastic just a little bit underneath, you can definitely get a lot of range of motion for this figure. There is no butterfly joints and also no physical ab crunch or diaphragm crunch either, so definitely does a couple of things. But now for the accessories, he does have a good amount, so let's look at those real quick. As far as accessories go, this is what we got working for us. We do have an extended open hand, which is honestly not bad. It does have a lot of nice detail here and there. Of course, there's the factory lines showing, but it's whatever. Again, this type of plastic is not necessarily the greatest. It does have the hinge for it to move up and down. And then we do have the packing gun for him, so that has a hinge going to the sides, which is of course really nicely done. Again, unfortunate there is no secondary hand here. At least they should have given us a pair for this hand, mostly because this is a hand that you can actually hold, or kind of hold the book in, or the books. Also, a much bigger open hand should have been included, because again, there's no other way to actually hold these books. Maybe like this, if you wanted to, but there is no physical hand that actually fits these books. So you can have it like this, but what else are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot the person with the gun or something? I don't know. We do have the two books. I'm pretty sure one of them is the Darkhold. I'm not entirely sure, but these are literally the exact same books, the exact same molds and everything. I'm pretty sure I have a Wanda. Nope, I cannot find it. But I'm pretty sure it's the exact same mold as the as any of the other books that they've used. I probably cut that portion out just in case. So yeah, we do have the green effects that they include with a lot of the superpower girls and everything like that. Which honestly, it's not a bad effect. It's just they're really gummy. Again, nice transparent look, of course, for the magic effects. I don't know what this is, so if anyone knows what this is, please let me know down in the comments, because I have no idea what it is. I literally could not tell you. I don't know if even the packaging mentions it. No, it doesn't. So, yeah, I don't know. And, of course, the boosters for maybe the feet, so you can attach them to the feet if he is flying and everything like that. So, not a terrible array of accessories, so not bad whatsoever. So, of course, you can have him flying if you wanted to, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, Again, overall good set of accessories, but I am going to go right into my final thoughts. And I am going to be a little bit more critical on this figure, and figures from now on, of course. Because again, there's a couple of things that I don't necessarily like about this figure, and that is, of course, the cape. Having the peg on the cape is just an annoyance. It swivels around very like a lot. The cloth piece doesn't necessarily match the color. On camera it does, but in person there's like two very distinct green colors. Again, the plastic quality on the actual limbs is not the greatest. They keep using that really cheap plastic that scratches up and all that sort of stuff. He still has a lot of range of articulation, and of course he does look great. And of course he has a decent amount of accessories. So as an overall score, while I am trying to be a little bit more harsh, this is still just a $30 figure, and also it's Hasbro. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. He is a really good Doctor Doom, but I don't think he is the best one. But that is pretty much all the time I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. But besides that, like and subscribe and all that sort of jazz. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.